Jill Bell. Watch out, Lindsay! Oh! Ethan Benson. Matt Bex. And Jared Strand. James Black.
Was that a high five?
Bob Bowling. Michael Burge. Marianne Burke. Paul Calloway. Vinnie Clark. Kristen Cole. Me.
Throw it at him, Jen.
Kevin Cross.
Throw it at him.
Jeffrey Davis. Lance Davis. Brendan DeWan. You could give that one to
No.
Dimmick. Uh-oh. Heads up, man.
Oh, that was perfect. That had trajectory and arc and everything.
Tiffany Dishnow.
That's pretty great.
Chris Drusco.
Not gonna lie.
It's like shaky. Blake Elder.
Your socks and your hair.
Ed Erickson. Caitlin Spada. Todd. S.E. Jana Fendich. Will Fernandez. Sam Coleman. Chad Graham. Samantha Gross. Lunch is on Samantha. Joe Hayden. Benjamin Hornak. Vicky Hudson. Michael King. Leslie Colaway. Greg Crew,
Leslie, over
Tyson
there.
Crew,
In the corner. Hide in the corner.
Oh, Leslie.
We'll work on that. You'll get a lot more.
Shauna Lanto, Paul Leishman, July, Kaidi Lucas, Amy Mackey Hornak, Mark Mandigo, Megan McGee, Kristen Mock, Reed Moore.
It's Justin McGee for those of you who don't know.
That's gonna stick.
That's sticking. You're gonna make it stick.
Alyssa Parent, Amy Peltier, Brandy
I
Pennington,
thought it was Megan McGee until yesterday.
Carrie Perkins, Clint Pearson, Daniel Potts.
It's not Megan?
Brittany Radford, Dustin Renner, Stephen Renner, Brenda Roberts, Amanda Salmon, Brianna Schultz, Joe Summerall,
Wow, picking it up.
Marion Burke
Liz
got a
Spikes,
P-Day.
Yay!
There you go. Happy July.
Mace Break,
Happy
Jim
July.
Smolka,
Still looking. I'm gonna lead you with the
Watch out, Eric.
Don't hit me. Eric, come on, man. I'm supposed to be your backup.
I didn't even know.
Stock up. Hey, that curves. Joe, did you see that? That was a curveball.
Shad Stiggen, Don Storm, Chris Thomas, Erica Tynes, Janice Tolbert, Ryan Tolson, Jerry Tompkins, Kristen Van Weedy, Tanya Webley, Adam Winkleman, Denny Wood, right?
Reach the sex and everything on her.
Kylie Wise, and where's Shana?
Right there, Shana Eccles.
Celebrity.
Did you see that? I'm like turning into an athlete. Well, did you guys see Shana's picture of the paper?
One day.
If you didn't look, you gotta go into the photo gallery from the Heart Run, and there's a picture of Shayna high-fiving at the finish. What you can't see is the hand she's high-fiving is actually Butch. So Butch says the picture is. Yeah, well, Eric Strait will beat all of us. Yeah.
This is the picture right
Oh, Matt.
This is the picture. This is it. Oh, can we get a picture? Yeah, you gonna get a close up of that?
No, come on.
Look at that. Bluetooth
Wait, our
at
phones
its
need the
best.
9:30 in the
So
morning.
seriously, you guys, Eric Strait will ran 15:50. Do you guys know he's like seriously
nuts.
world-class elite athlete, Olympic ski coach, Mount marathoner. It's like insane to watch somebody perform like that.
It was beautiful.
It's beautiful. It is absolutely.
And he's also from Canada.
That's actually mine. Because I wanted to give him a shot at winning.
You know what? That's servant leadership, Matt. I appreciate that. Okay, let's hear what you're grateful for. People who can trick me into being happy. Shayna Eccles. They butchered her last name, but I got the gist of it. Jen, Butch, Becca, and Lainey. For Jen, always loving and encouraging. They didn't see me last night with my child, apparently. For Marcy, always working so hard so we can get paid. Can we save that one and give that to her? Yeah. For our amazing company, for my files closing, yay. Blue cars. That's Kevin, I know it is. Late night flights. Thank you for the positive atmosphere. For Becca and Monica, the faces of our company. They really do such a great job. Flip-flops and the weather to wear them. Is this amazing or what? Jason, this whole week is supposed to be killer.
Bird coffee. So good.
The awesome breakfast we were provided with, I thought it was pretty good. I am grateful, that one's not being read. Ileana's great smile. And the whole room collectively. I'm grateful for, she's not in here, Liz's smiling face. Will you give that to Liz, please? For Matt, Nancy, Beth, Jen, Evan, Butch, Becca, and Allison. Duplexes. Vacations to Cabo. Who's going? Who's
They're not
going?
here. Because they're in Cabo.
I'm grateful for selling season and my awesome clients. Is anybody having fun right now? I mean, it's turning on like crazy. I'm grateful for a new house at maybe Ann Connors. Ann Connors closed on her new duplex last week. Great, single mom, got her play, just amazing story. I'm grateful for Joe Toomer.
Why is that so?
He gets to keep that
We'll never use that one again.
The passing of the baton here.
Put that in my scrapbook. Wait, what's the cough for?
I don't.
Joe
Yeah.
Toomer.
I'm grateful for Dude, that's gotta be Becca. That front desk awesome girl. I'm grateful for second chances. That's kind of a cool one to end on. Somebody was like being all philosophical and stuff. That's cool. Awesome. So I was hoping, we have a couple people here, hey Taylor, that we have a couple people here that went down to Recruit Select last week, and I was wondering, to put you on the spot, do you guys mind maybe sharing some ahas? And we had a lot of people from Alaska there. Do you guys mind giving a little report on that? Anybody that was there?
God, we had more
I'm
people
looking
from
at the back
Alaska
corner of the
than
room.
Oregon or Idaho, I think.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Joe, Matt?
For me, it was just the importance of taking the Recruit Select class over and over and over. Like, there are folks in that class that have been there, I think, 11th or 12th time, right?
Yeah, at least 12,
Yeah, Gary Keller says, take it 12 times, right? The first time you take it, you're in first grade, right? And so on and so forth. So it's a really great process, and it's just really cool to see some of the relationships that are formed as a result of the Recruit Select process. And for those of you that have been through it, you understand that piece, because it is binding, right, for your team members. So it was outstanding. What else?
Well, and also Nick Cameron was offering about going, like, we were talking about going 3 deep on checking references, and he was talking about going 5 deep. And I asked him to email them to me because I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that when you're checking references and somebody doesn't really want to say anything negative about the person because they don't want to hinder their ability to get a job. That's fair, right? But it's not really an accurate assessment either. And so you have to kind of pick up on that. And I have a few times where I've said, well, do you know somebody else that could add some information about this person, so that you can try and get an accurate assessment of the person you're looking into. But that was one of the things we went over, is how expensive it is to make the wrong hire, and how much this process can save you money. We also talked about how it's, we always say, I don't have time to do that right now. But basically, if you take the time up front, it's going to save you money in the end. There's no way, around that actually. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, on average,
About 600,000, was it?
yeah, 500 to 600,000 is what it costs a team or an individual to make a bad hire.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's real money.
Yeah.
Cool. We will have Recruit Select here in Anchorage on July, do not quote me on these dates, but I'm pretty sure 8th and 9th is what I'm remembering. So that will be here. I think they're securing, they're talking about one of the, like Hilton Garden Inn or something off-site. So you'll have if you didn't get to go and you want to go, or if you want to take it again, and I think Smokey Garrett is the instructor, he just has a cool name, but he is, he's kind of a big deal. He's been a team leader, he's the operating principal for multiple market centers, he's now a regional director as well, and he's a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy the class. He's a good instructor, he's a great instructor, and he's got a great personality, and sometimes the material is great, but let's be honest, it really helps when the instructor is engaging. It makes it even more fun. So if you, we don't have links or anything out for that yet, but just kind of mark your calendar if you're wanting to take that. to look at blocking off those dates.
And,
Yes, Mr. Demick?
Yeah, it was Tony Brody was really good too. That was the first time I had gone with him teaching it. It was really good with him. One of the things that he talked about too is that Gary Keller and Mo Anderson spend their own personal money for us to have the rights to this recruit select process. So we're the only real estate company that even offers it.
Right.
And that's pretty huge. So I mean, so like if you work somewhere else, you don't even get the opportunity to go to this. And I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So I'll definitely go check it out if you're even thinking about it.
Right,
It's worth your money.
definitely, especially now that we have it local. So it's a big deal. There should be, most likely, and one of the cool things about the class coming up here in July is that my anticipation is there will be plenty of people from other market centers in the Northwest region this year coming for it because of the way they've restructured. So it'll be a really great opportunity for you guys to get to maybe interact with these team leaders and mega agents from other locations that I know for a fact, because you guys always text me, and I'm glad that you do, I don't mean that badly, when you say, I need an agent in Tacoma, I need an agent in Boise, we do a lot of Northwest back and forth referrals. So it'd be great to begin to develop some relationships with people because it goes both ways. So always think of anytime you're able to interact with people from other market centers, there's a referral, business that you can begin to generate. So thank you for reporting in. So real quickly, tour, we've got a property on Greendale, oh gosh, this is probably a good one. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1 car garage, 1,296 square feet, 7,700 square foot lot, 249,950.
Sold.
So, yeah, I know, right? Under 250, that's Christina Gomez, and then Melanie Hattie has 4040 Lake Ridge, that's over off Jewel Lake. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,441 square feet, one of the smaller lots, but still single family, right, Melanie? Yes. Yeah. 289.9. So they're 2, you can be in and out pretty quickly, but sounds like good properties that will fly if you've got buyers in that range, or if you think you might have buyers coming in that range. Jump out there and go take a spray tan, get in your car, and get out of the office and be outside. Okay, can we move into Red Day? Are you okay to talk about that now?
Yes. Was anybody not here last week that's here this week? Yes. Okay, cool. Is it?
Good, stick him on the list.
Exactly. So I'll
You
send
know.
this to you guys. If you didn't have a chance to sign up for the activity that you want to work on, we'll send this back around. Red Day is next Thursday, May the 8th at the Fairview Rec Center, where we are putting on a sports carnival.
Fiesta.
Exactly.
Well, there's a taco bar. So
There's
we
a
can
taco
call
bar.
it
It is a fiesta. It absolutely
And
is.
Zumba. There's
Yes,
Zumba.
it's gonna be tons of fun. So there's
stock up? I saw
literally
you
something for
bring
everybody. Bring that the wrap with all the jingly things on it. You know. Yeah, it'll be fun stuff. But it's really something for everybody from elementary school all the way up to high school. I confirmed with someone yesterday that we will have actually there an ex-NFL player there signing.
How am I not aware of this?
Well, I gave him your name as the contact. It's really cool. So you guys say thank you to Norm Parrott with Wedbush. He has arranged for this. So a really cool thing. So, and Lane Gunter is heading this up, and I think we've got the West High coaching crew coming. Sorry, service.
It's good out there.
Is it a no-host bar?
Miss, you want to host it?
All the apple juice you can drink. Exactly. Oh, they there. I was like, so many things I want to say. We're going to keep rolling
None of them are appropriate.
Exactly. So, but if you're not into sports, that's cool because we've got arts and crafts. We've got other games for
Zumba.
the smaller kids. Zumba. Zumba. And again, did you hear? We're going to Zumba.
I'm just saying.
It's going to be fun.
Zumba's fun.
There's something for everybody, and if you can't make it, if you can't or don't care to Zumba, Corrine, you want to tell them how they can help you in your endeavor?
Yeah, I sent an email out to all Keller Williams agents last Thursday, I believe, about the donation for the fishing trip and the jerseys that we were trying to raise money for. So it's a total of about $3,000 together, maybe $3,100 for the 2 events. And if there's 300 of us Keller Williams agents, if everybody just pitched in $10, we could have that done like that. So Right now, there's $100 sitting there from Crean & Company. So there's the first 10. So everybody.
I have a check.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. So my office is up on the 5th floor, right next to Jennifer Toomer. So
Should we even, in between Joe Toomer, should we put an envelope or something up with Becca too, so people can maybe
Yeah.
put a little thing right at the front, so as you're coming by, you think about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And
Just in case
remember
I don't
that
catch
this,
you, or if we're
Yeah.
busy or something.
this is a great opportunity for you to reach outside of Keller Williams.
Yeah, call your database.
Yeah, call vendors that you send business to.
Call business
Remember,
owners.
you can write a check to the municipality of Anchorage and it's a write-off.
Yeah.
And that letter that I sent out is really descriptive of exactly what you need to know to talk to anybody. So just pull it up in your emails again, and if you didn't get it, just bug me and I'll send it again.
Yeah, so great opportunity, lots of fun stuff coming up. So again, we'll send this around, so if you didn't get a chance to sign up before, you have the opportunity to now. Any questions about what's happening?
Everybody planning on being there? We're gonna make it just like this, outside.
When are you guys wrapping that up for the day out there?
We should be out of there by, the cleanup crew should be finished by 6:30. If you're not on the cleanup crew, you should be done by about 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Clearly, we don't expect a lot of cleanup.
The first session will start at 2:30. The setup crew will get there around noon. Everyone else, 2 o'clock is plenty.
Yeah, and I'm really loving the way this worked out because it truly gives you the opportunity to not lose a work day. You know, you can get a lot done before noon or 2 o'clock and still go out and it'll be warm and kick it outside and Zumba. And then, come back. Shayna, do you mind giving, I know that, I don't think we have any Wasilla agents in here today, I don't see any. But just for people's information, do you mind sharing where you guys are at on My House? Because it's just really cool.
Well, I don't think ours is necessarily going to happen exactly on May 8th. Kybee got us, I'm blaming on Kybee. Kybee got us involved in this project that isn't quite going to be able to happen in one day. It's probably gonna be more like the HGTV, tear it down and rebuild it in maybe a week or two. My House has a warehouse that they've been given that they are in. They have half the warehouse that they use for their clothing boutique, food storage, and shower room supplies, stuff like that. So we have, we're meeting tomorrow morning with the contractors. We're going to basically take everything out of that warehouse. We have contractors coming in. Rob Yunt, who's one of our builders in the valley, great builder, has agreed to be our contractor. He's going to do the design to create 3 functional spaces in there. We have a painter coming in who's going to paint. Rada Paint has already agreed to donate all the paint. We have a design crew who's going to turn their...
Is Ty Pennington coming?
Is the bus pulling up?
I'm ditching y'all at Fairview and I'm going to Wasilla.
I'm not done, so I'm not asking you.
I'm single. Just saying.
We have a design crew that's gonna work on, we have an electrician coming to install all new lighting, so we can see it's a giant, 30-foot ceiling warehouse. So electricians are gonna come in and put in some adequate lighting. We have one of our newer agents, Sharon, actually has a degree in art, and she's working with the kids to create kind of this, garage punk kind of theme for the boutique where they store all the clothes. The coolest part of it is that in order for the teens in the valley to get access to the clothes, the sleeping bags, gas cards, those sorts of things, they have to volunteer time to earn credits, to earn money. So all the kids are going to be volunteering to do all this with us.
That's
so, not actually going to happen on May 8th. It's probably going to happen over a week or two, and I don't know when that's going to start, but I felt like it's more important that we do a really great job than get it done at a specific time. So more to follow. We will be starting very soon. I'm definitely on the fast track to get it done.
Well, and if anyone has, that's cool to know, because if anyone has a real social passion for homeless teens, if that's something that really speaks to your heart, that's something you can call Shane and say, hey man, obviously it's not May 8th and I'm doing this, but I can pop out there an afternoon. You may be able to just jump in if you just really feel compelled to be involved with that project. So that's kind of neat as well.
Yeah,
Thank you for all the work on that, both you and everyone. So good stuff.
We'll talk to Kylie about that later.
Yeah.
For the Eagle River Cruise, they don't feel left out. They are definitely going to be a part of the Fairview Carnival Fiesta.
They're leading Zumba.
Yeah. But they're
in Zumba. I just got a mental
And it's
picture.
karate gi.
Right?
that visual.
But they are going to be actually transforming the teen room that's upstairs. They're working with a lot of vendors on getting new televisions, DVD players, all that kind of stuff. So if you are more of the, hey, I'm really great at painting type person, Eagle River is happy to have you join them in their endeavor to paint, redesign, and reassemble the teen room upstairs. Again, it'll be an ongoing kind of project, but they definitely got some professional vendors who are going to be helping and assisting with that, but they can always use a few more painters.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool, so that's Red Day. Lindsay and Christy are both here and just appreciate you guys being here. Anything you guys put you on the spot? Anything you want to share? Anything new? Anything we should be aware of?
I was going to tell everyone last week, but then like everything changed last week. So I was like, I'm just going to keep my
Yeah, no
mouth
big
shut.
announcements today.
I'll just wait. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about changes FHA was going to make April 21st. April 21st came and they said, listen, this only applies to this very small pocket of people. And so it's very good, it's very fortunate. It means that the people you're out there shopping with, it probably doesn't apply to them. So keep moving forward as normal.
Good. Thank you.
It's the only ones we need to get exceptions on, really. So, yeah, those rules.
Which you
will
probably
apply
would have been dealing with an exception already anyway.
Your realtor would have known,
known,
said,
you
hey,
would
we've
have
got
no surprises.
We've got to pre-flight them for this reason
Yeah,
or that
yeah,
reason,
yeah.
and so you would have already known that.
Okay, cool. I just really appreciate both of y'all being here so consistently and offering even like little tidbits like that. That's just super valuable. So thank you guys for making the commitment to be here. It means a lot to us. Okay, anything I'm forgetting? Anything I need to add to? Nothing? Can we talk about my surprise party?
Oh, this Friday.
It's all about Jen.
I'm just saying, mark down May 22nd. That's all I know.
This Friday, there's a last minute TGIF barbecue in Eagle River
Yes.
at 4 o'clock for families. Just bring in your favorite side
Let's throw
dish.
together a fun barbecue. Okay, cool. Okay, so I want to dive into actually teaching today. No tears, no emotion, no crazy stuff. Just talk about customer service. And so I've been trying to launch this class series for 3 weeks now, and we're finally able to do it. You guys know at the beginning of the year, what we talked about was the fact that we've really gained this amazing market share position. And you guys have taken this #1 market share, and you're so great, and you're so focused on lead gen, lead gen, lead gen, and I don't ever want to take the laser focus off of that. Now what I want to do is just add in just a real true emphasis on customer service and truly say, okay, how do we step it up another notch? And I think the way that we do that is we go back to the basics, because anything that you master always comes down to mastering the basics. You know, it rarely is it some major complicated initiative that you put into your business. Usually it's getting right back down to the fundamentals, the systems, the checklists, the basic stuff, and going back to it. So this is gonna feel kind of basic, but I want you to understand, you know, I watch, you know, my kids go through athletics, and no matter what level they're competing at, they're still working on the basics. Footwork, 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 footwork. It's boring, it's not exciting, and yet it's totally the difference maker, right? So we want to talk about delivering customer value and customer service. And I really like, it was interesting when I was reading through this last night, again, I hadn't really paid attention to the fact that I thought the course was titled, I've just been saying it, Delivering Customer Service. And the word that they use is customer value. Isn't it interesting how the little words that we use can have impact? Like, remember when I said several weeks ago, a couple months ago, I said, hey, in your vocabulary, if you take the word average and you replace it with mediocre, how does that make you feel? You know, that little change can change your perspective. Well, instead of just customer service, talk about customer value. What does that mean to you? What's the difference when you hear that word change? This is where you answer questions. What does that mean? When I say customer value, what does that immediately pop into your head?
Their importance.
The what?
Their importance.
Their importance.
are giving us, that they will find important.
That they will find, yeah, their importance and that they will find something very important. What else?
Customer service has been overused. It's a great word.
Sure.
It's been overused.
I think
So
we're gonna get numb
customer
to it a little bit.
value is something new that, oh, okay, value.
Right, that's a great point.
What if the customer wrote our commission check out at the end of, at the close of escrow?
If they like physically had
They
to
said,
write it.
okay, we've been together for 2 months, whatever, 3 days, whatever it was, and okay, now I'm gonna decide how much I'm gonna pay you based on how much value did you bring to this transaction?
Yeah.
I don't think that's like.
But think about it, like, that's essentially, that's what they're doing though, they are writing the check. So, even though they don't, what if they had to, I mean, that's a really interesting concept. What would it look like if your customer truly wrote the check? I can tell you, looking back at my history there, I know there are times that my customers would have happily written the check. I also know there's times they would have looked at me and said, over my dead body, am I writing you a check? You know, but that's a great way to think of it, how would they feel at the end? What else does value mean to you? Yeah,
Well, I think about this.
Broker Butch.
When we're establishing our unique value proposition, you know, what sets us apart from all the other realtors out there in our clients' minds?
Right. So what does value look like to you? So we're spinning our head a little bit and getting off of customer service, and we're gonna talk about customer value. Tell me what does that mean to you? Not just what does value mean, but what are the deliverables? What are the actual tangible things that you do in your mind? Just spitball, Nate. You look very nice today, by the way.
I think one of the nicest, or one of the best things would probably be just knowledge of the market.
Okay, market knowledge that you deliver to your customer. Excellent. Nancy.
Well, I was just going to say, first of all, is asking questions to find out what is a value to them, because you think you can delivering value and it has absolutely no meaning
Yeah.
to them.
Seeking first to understand and being a consultant and digging deep and finding out what is value to them, because it may not be what you think
And
it
then you
is.
can deliver it.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What else? Good point.
Keep in contact with them.
Just great communication, absolutely.
Putting their needs ahead of yours, that's a big one. Because a lot of times, you know, we get too caught up in trying to make the deal happen for your own benefit instead of looking at what's best for them.
Yeah. What else? What else is value?
Well, explaining all the forms, I think that'd be a great place to start.
Yeah.
Getting a really deep, thorough understanding of all the forms and explaining them to
Says the brother. And yet, absolutely, yeah, I joke, but it's totally true.
To truly understand, as Butch would say all the time, to truly understand and embrace the meaning of being their fiduciary. That's huge, and I see that lost so much, and I think that is the true value we provide.
Right. How many of you guys were in the 411, not 411, the 4 Disciplines of Execution class in Eagle River? Can I see a quick show of hands? Okay, so about a third of the room. Do you guys remember, those of you who weren't there, it was kind of cool because Shayna's husband, Bob, who, you know, runs Settlers Bay Golf Course, brought his crew to that class. And so we had some really interesting, we were trying to keep the conversation not just about real estate, but make sure that I used other examples to apply to them. And when I think of value, I automatically go back to what I was thinking, the illustration I used when I was talking with Bob and his team in front of everybody. Why would people, what does it cost to play a round of golf out there? No discounts, no special stuff. Do you have any idea, ballpark range?
Throw out a number.
45.
Let's say $50.
45. Yeah, $50.
Okay, $50 to play a round of golf. Why would someone want to pay $50 to play golf at Settlers Bay?
That's a good. I have no idea.
She's lying. No card, nothing.
We're the only ones out there.
That's 45 for 9 holes.
I read that, I was like, beer. So, I mean, but that's the thing, right? You're asking people to pay you for a service. And so what I was talking about was, it's funny because when I go to my dad's golf course with him, I tell you what, I don't think anybody ever thinks twice about the cost, because when you walk, from the minute you get out of your car, there's people there calling you by name. Oh, good to see you, Mr. Reader. Glad you're here, Mr. Reader. Oh, it's your daughter Jennifer from Alaska. That's great. I'm glad she's here with you. Oh, these people know my name. I don't know how they know my name. I'm there once a year. And they call them their name, and no matter where we are, you know, on the course, there's somebody's, you know, out there, spotter, saying, hey, you've got this many yards. You're treated like a king.